All right, so good morning, everybody. This is Kel here once again. Welcome to our morning MAO. All right, so let me just put up my screen to get it started. Okay, can you see my dollar chart? Yes? Yeah, okay, all right. So let me just give you the latest update on how the dollar moved first. Now, this is the dollar movement for the last 3 days. Okay, the dollar has been sliding down, but yesterday there was some recovery. In fact, there was some recovery. Then after that, it come back off again. Now, you look at the dollar, you look at the last, put it 1 year, 1 year. Now, the dollar has been sliding. Now, that dollar has been sliding, okay, all the way. So people are getting a little bit jittery with the dollar, but of course, with the more money they pump into the system, obviously the dollar had to come down. So it's no brainer here. This is like 3 years ago data, and it's still, we are at the lowest level ever for the last 3 years. But you put it together collectively, all right, okay, we're still pretty far away from the low end. So the lower end itself is about 75, okay, 75 region. So a friend of mine asked me this question: when can we buy dollar? I tell him this: if you're talking about all-time low level for the last 30 years, then you look at the 75 level. If the dollar ever go to 75 level, right, then I would say this and go and buy the dollar. Okay, at 75. Now it's at 89. It's still not really there yet. Still quite a far bit of distance from there. Okay, so that is the dollar movement. But I say once again, for the dollar now, it's not showing me any optimism here for buying into that. All right. So that is the first thing that was asked this morning. Okay, about the dollar. Okay, let me just bring up my PowerPoint slides. Okay, let's go. Okay, so today is a big day. Okay, we saw what we all expected. Seriously, 7 January 2021, Thursday, trade the boys, daily MAO. All right, the silver unrest started. All right, so obviously this is something that we have mentioned. We didn't want it to happen, but we know that it's on the way because so many people have trooped into DC and then they are looking for, the result. So obviously yesterday we covered about this Mike Pence, and Mike Pence really chose the side, but not the boss side. So apparently before Mike Pence went up, right, he already announced that he will not really want to veto anything. And of course, when he went up itself, right, and started to say that, okay, let's continue this whole thing, the ceremony, that was where things exploded. All right, so I'll cover that shortly. But now let's take a look what happened in the US side. Okay, I got basically some pictures for you if you miss out. So you can see that, right, what happened is that people just rushed into the US Capitol, right? Really, they took over the Capitol, and the Senate was asked, the House and Senate was evacuating from there. Pepper spray was being sprayed to people. You can see how crazy people reacted, things like that. This is really nuts, okay? It's really nuts. Now, seriously, we expected this to happen, but I thought it was right outside the Capitol, but not inside. So they actually went past 4 barriers of safety and things happened. But the question I want to ask is this: Donald Trump has already said this many days beforehand. I mean, the point is this: didn't the security get ready for this? Really? Seriously? We're talking about, people coming in thousands, okay, going to DC, and they're all waiting for it to happen. And the security itself was so lax in a way that it just let people just rush in just like that. I'm just wondering, like, if you ever go to our relax, disclaimer later, relax, haven't started yet. I cannot count for y'all. You're so fast. Okay, never mind. Okay, hold on, I haven't disclaimer yet, haven't yet. Let me continue first. Relax. All right. So what happened is, okay, you just think for a moment. All right, you ever go to Singapore Parliament House? Okay, all right, you realize that, right, to go through that door itself, you need to go through a lot of security check. So you think about this. This is one of the biggest event, and the thing is that the security is just like like that. So the first thing that I got a bit, worried and also concerned. Then of course you can see that, right? Fortunately, the Electoral College ballots was being rescued from the Senate floor. If not, itself, right, people will grab it by the mob. Okay, they would use the word mob. Okay, I understand. Then after that, you can see that people get really very happy with it. They bring their flags and then say Trump. All right, but the thing is this, right? When I saw this picture itself, right? You know, when I see this picture itself, right, straight away I think that wow, Trump guys are so elaborated. They are like so, wow, look at the guy, look at the way he wear his stuff. My God, looks good, right? But after that, when I went through Twitter, right, I found something very interesting. So I'll show it to you later. Okay, so just remember that the civil unrest have happened. It's went right in to the Capitol building. Okay. So of course, there's a reason for that. Apparently, it's outright this Donald Trump, before his Twitter now being closed, Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should be done to protect the country and the Constitution. Given states a chance to certify a correct set of facts, not the fraudulent or the inaccurate ones that we asked to be previously certified. USA demands the truth. Now, obviously, it's out, right? This is the tweet before the thing exploded. Then after that, when things really get terrible, I was all the way online. For almost 2 hours, Donald Trump basically kept quiet. And about 5 a.m. plus, that is whereby he came out to tell people, hey, look, you know what? Remain peaceful, no violence. We are part of the party of law and order, respect, and so forth, right? So of course, some people say, come on, man, you are the one who incite the whole thing itself. You are the one who created it, and now you try to be bullshitting here yourself and be good people. Honestly, that was what my direction was actually, honestly. That was also what I believe so. But then, when CNBC played a video of Donald Trump, all right, yes, indeed, I showed to you now the video. I think I have it. Hold on. Let's take a look here. It's very interesting, I tell you that this whole thing. Okay, take a look. Everybody, watch this now. Hope it's there.
Your pain. I know you heard. We had an election that was stolen from us. It was a landslide election. And everyone knows it, especially the other side. We have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect the country. People in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happens. But it's a fucking around for all of us. For me, for you, for my country. This is a fraudulent election. But we can't play into the hands of these people.
Hả?
Okay, so actually this part itself, there's one more part that was being cut off actually by CNBC with the last part itself. Okay, that one I don't have it. But my point is this: CNBC, I'll be honest here, they really the guy was like very strict. Say, oh, I'm not even going to accept this. But my question is, this video was not live. This video was very pre-recorded and sent out. So CNBC already had that copy long time ago. Then they give to the main guy to go and broadcast, and the guy after that, halfway just cut off. I watch it live, so I know that exactly is the truth. So my question is that, what is going on here? So anyway, this is incredible, very incredible. A lot of stuff going on. Okay, disclaimer, relax, guys. Don't disclaimer, relax a bit, Okay, hold on, okay, yeah, I mute already. Apology on that. Okay. So the thing is this: when I actually went to Twitter, just randomly Twitter and just look, then I saw this particular person's article. Now I cannot validate this, guys. I cannot validate if true or false, but it didn't surprise me. Now the thing is this: if you don't know history, guys, if you don't know history, we all know that America went to Vietnam to have a war with them, right? Remember? But you look at the if you Google it carefully, there already have reports saying that the whole thing started because actually the Americans bombed themselves and then blame it to the Vietnamese, and then they went for war. But unfortunately, they lost the battle. Okay. Then, of course, we saw one of the craziest conspiracy theory ever is 9/11, whereby people say that, right, it's done by the Afghanistans, and then the two twin towers came down, right? Now, honestly, I was really watching the TV when the plane hits the two tower. Okay, at least the second tower, at least. All right, no one saw the first tower going down. I mean, seriously. All right. So the point is this: when I watch it itself, right, straight away my mind is that how can a building come down at 10 meters per second per second? The only answer to this is gravity. But one plane hit the tower and then come down in this type of speed. Honestly, I don't buy that. And for the longest of time, I never buy this in the story now. Of course, I have a sister who is an architect, so I did ask her about this possibility. She said that it is possible, but just very low chance happening. So now the thing is this, we all know that Trump has supported. Yes, he has those people who take guns, but they did say this on reports that they will only start doing things by the 16th of January. 16, not 6. So apparently it's all right. You saw what happened, okay? Apparently now a lady was shot at the chest. A lady, right? Bang! Really, she went down. Okay, not too sure if she's alive or dead. But the thing is this, after that, people really rushed in and gone crazy. So apparently now, so when the picture was taken out on Twitter or on social media, apparently this particular guy itself, right, is quite a famous guy because he's almost everywhere, okay? And people actually recognize him and say that he is not an Antifa, he actually is an actor. All right, apparently there are many photographs of actor, and this guy, his tattoo is the same. So they recognize him. So all I'm saying in this is all right. It makes sense, right? If you really want to create this whole mayhem and blame it all to the current president, right? The whole thing, you just start the ball rolling on him. That's the best way to do it. So a lot of wayang is going on, I can tell you that, but this is crazy. This is really crazy. So again, I stress this again. I'm not here to tell you anything else, but this is all available on the social media. Crazy stuff may not be true at all, so do your own due diligence, okay? All right, so before we start this morning again, now you can do a disclaimer. Oh, Irene, she died? Oh my God, so sad. Okay, guys, disclaimer, please. Can you do the disclaimer? All right. Hong Kong 2.0, yeah, I mean, really, that's how one of my students was saying, Anna was saying that really, it's crazy, right? American criticize the people, right? The Hong Kong police for being total idiotic, being no human rights, stuff like that. Then they do all sorts of things. My God, they don't give a damn. Really double standard, really. I totally agree with her. Totally double standard. All right, double standard to the maximum. But again, what's new, man? Okay, today we have about 138 people. I need to receive at least 65. Okay, this one got about 10. Now we have 48. Okay, still moving, still moving. You can see, that's why I can count here. You see the numbers there. Y'all can see my screen, right? It's moving, right? Cannot see it. Oh, cannot see. Okay. I think this chat one cannot see. Only I can see. Okay, I hit 60 already. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. So it's crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Okay. All right. So we saw what happened. 400 points rally, but at one stage it was up by 600 points. Now Georgia's side is now most likely the Democrats will win it. So which means that it's going to be a 50-50 time. But because this Kamala itself, right, is inside there itself, so it will become a 51-50 thing, all right? So that means that it's going to be a potentially blue wave sweep, okay? Potentially blue wave sweep. So that means that the stock market likes it. They say, okay, more stuff to go. So what happened is that you saw the Dow going up. The tech shares came down because of the potential taxation and stuff like that. The tech came down, right? But towards the end of the day, bam, everything went up, okay? Everything went up. Okay, so you can see that the Dow Jones Industrial Average rose to all-time high, ATH all-time high, with investors optimistic of the prospect of the additional fiscal stimulus. Now, my point is this, means what? Means they're going to get the Federal Reserve, open up the floodgate and flood the market with more money. My question is, okay, you can flood the market with more money, right? But the dollar will depreciate. And if the dollar depreciate, what happen? Inflation will come in. So at the end of the day, who pay the bills, by the way? Who really will pay the bills? So that's why the 10-year Treasury notes has went up by 1%. Sorry, top 1% for the first time since March. Now, from March itself, you saw the dollar earlier have been sliding. The dollar has been sliding. Okay, let me just bring it back to you again. Oh, sorry. The dollar has been sliding. Okay, I showed you earlier itself. For those who missed it earlier, let me just show you one more time. The dollar has been sliding, all right? That is because they keep on pumping more demand and supply. This makes sense. When you keep on pumping money into the system itself, right? Obviously, it will cause the supply to be flooding the market. So obviously, the value have to go down. This is economic 101. All right. So this is not good because that means that you're just depreciating your value in the market. But nonetheless, itself, right? Okay, this is going to be an interesting warning sign because I told you before. Inflation goes in a very simple way. When inflation comes in, it gives the Federal Reserve one more thing to do what I call high interest rate. But of course, we know that they won't do it right now, right? They won't do it right now. So that means they'll let the inflation keep on moving higher and higher and higher because of the dollar coming in the market. Then what will happen itself, right? There will be a point, if the economy cannot recover in time, there will be a stagflation. That will be very scary. Okay. So nonetheless, the Democrats, all right, Raphael have basically won, okay, the Georgia U.S. Senate, okay, all right, and then after that, there's all right, John Ossoff will also be beating the Republican David. So if the Democrat, both of them win, it'll be a 50-50 tie, and because the VP-elect Kamala Harris is actually the tiebreaker vote, so definitely you'll give it to Democrats, and that will be a full blue wave. And because of that itself, right, they're expecting the market to, the economy to recover and stuff like that. Now, the thing is this. I don't know how to put it this way. Again, I plugged this from internet, from those dark media. Okay, take a look, everybody. Now, take a look here. So this is the counting of the votes in burst of period of time. Now, we all know that from the very start, okay, the very start, apparently the Republicans, both of them were leading. And they were leading and leading and leading and leading for quite a while, okay? Quite a while. Okay, and you see that the thing is that there's open up, see, the difference between them open up. All right, so it makes sense, you won, I won, you two, I won, you three, I won, you know, at least something like that. But interestingly, at this moment, at about 2 to 3 a.m., suddenly the Democrat votes, wow, both of them at the same time shoot up. Both of them at the same time shoot up. Walao eh. Hey, want to kelong also kelong properly lah. From the beginning, bell kelong together. Walao, you do like that. Oh, okay, anyway, if you know what kelong means, it's like a form of cheating, okay, in sports and stuff like that. I mean, seriously, I don't think you can get to see this in mainstream media. I'm quite sure of that because I went through Google, I couldn't find it. So this one came from one of the dark YouTubers who actually brought in there. Exactly my point, JB. It's the same thing like the election day. So I just wondering, is DT stupid or he's so smart he purposely lay a trap for the D guys to come in? You know, because you see the things that he's been trying to express at the machine. Yeah. Anyway, the machine was involved. By the way, the machine was involved again in this state. Oh my God. So the problem is either that DT is so smart that he basically purposely laid a trap to let the D party come in and do this stupid thing and they capture it live now. Or he's damn stupid to let it happen again. Okay? So I will let it rest for a moment. Let's see what happens. This is going to be fun, man. My God, look at it. It's crazy, man. Oh, shit. I mean, oh, gosh. I don't know how to say that, but this is incredible. Okay, so obviously we expected that. Okay, Mike Pence rejected Donald Trump's call to overturn Biden election. We expected that. I mean, he's very stressed, put it this way. What do we do? You know, there is deep state. No, you have deep state before deep state. Yeah, you had the Democrats to answer. You have the independent to answer. You have the deep state to answer. You have himself to answer. Oh my God, how can he do anything? So apparently it's right. Okay, Donald Trump basically blasted Pence after he said this. Okay, he said that Pence didn't have the courage to do what should be done to protect the country and the Constitution, giving states a chance to certify and stuff like that. Okay, so in short, Donald Trump is very upset with Pence. Now this is going to be scary, and Pence was actually being taken away during when the mob came in. All right, and you can see that, right? I don't know what to say to him. So really, seriously, it's not right. His point is that he panicked to all his colleagues and said that he cannot do what he was supposed to do. All right, he will do what he should do. So apparently, it's not right. This guy now is really on the target board, put it this way. I think this DT is very pissed with him, at least for now. But again, is it going to be a wayang here or a show here? I don't know. But at least what is what we are picking up from the internet, okay? So of course, we can see the Dow Jones basically did this. Incredible stuff once again. Take a look. Wow, 145 people today. This is the all-time record, is it? Okay. So the Dow went up, okay, because of the Democrats winning, right? We understand. Then after that, the Dow went to 31,000. Wow, I told you, right? It will go and hit, after it crossed 500, it go to the next 500. So from 30,500, it crossed to 31,000. Then after that, when the mob came in, okay, the Dow Jones take profit. Understandable, because anyway, it's all-time high. But you see this point here itself, it's a little bit crazy. For almost 2 hours, the market just cannot come down. No matter what you do, just cannot come down. Let me show to you the chart. You look, everybody. Okay. Wait, let me clear the thing first. You see? You look at this area here. You see that this area here? This is the 15 minutes window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, 7 times 15, right? That means it's about 2 hours. Look at the chopsticks. Look at the chopstick or the joystick. Oh my God. Meaning, I don't care what you do, just buy. I don't care what you just buy. I can just buy. You know, the market want to sell, the market just buy. I mean, first time I see RSI also flat. And this is 2 a.m. It's not like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. can manipulate. Talking about this is 2 a.m. to 2 to 4 a.m. My God, look at it. It just keep on doing this. Cannot sell. Die must hold. That type of mentality. Wow, interesting. Okay. So that was what happened yesterday. Okay. And of course, now the thing is this. Basically, right, everybody is talking about the Georgia election that will give the Democrat the power to do the blue wave. And definitely, people are very optimistic that there'll be a lot of stimulus package coming up itself. A lot, okay? So that's why the market at this moment now really cannot come down. Oh, now to be upfront here, factually now really cannot come down already, because whatever that is going to make the market, go crazy, it can't. Right, you can see this very outright manipulation at its best, really at its best. I mean, seriously, I said earlier as well, which event in USA history whereby the news is, I mean, the thing is so bad, right? Even the president Twitter account is being shut down for 12 hours now. The stock market goes up. I mean, when do you ever seen this? At least for the last 20 years of my life, I don't see this before. So unless it's going to be a calamity, someone get bang bang, or someone suck it, sick and fall and or sick and then resign or pass on, or something terrible must happen in the heart of some cities, which I hope it doesn't happen, then maybe the market can wake up. If not itself, right, dear all, you heard me up front here. After I see all these things, I can tell you up front, the market cannot come down. Really cannot. So unless the three things I said earlier itself happen, if not, cannot. And I half suspect this. Even the three things earlier happened, the market also can come down. Because why? It may come down on the knee jerk. Then again, they will just bam, do what they need to do. All right. Okay. Yeah, the Dow going up right now, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, moving up a bit higher again. So I'm just telling you guys, I really cannot come down. This market is so. Ayo, I don't want to say already. Okay, anyway, this is the Dow Jones yesterday. Now, yesterday, Dow Jones, I already tell you guys, yesterday got no pivot. I already tell you yesterday, no pivot, all right? So therefore, right, with no pivot, then the opening price will be the very important thing to watch out for. So as long as the market stay above OP, the market will go up. And I said before, this is the BMB, right? This is the BMB that I share with all my students. And that is a big movement bar. So that means the market will minimally come here, all right? Because that is where the resistance is. And truth be told, the market not only went there, it went up another 200 points after that. So that is why, but it's so important to know this. And of course, I told you guys, even though the RSI or the stochastic indicators are at the brim high, but I told you our indicator called KSI is green in color. Green in color means what? The boys are buying. So if the market comes down to KTR -1, -2, or -3, it will be a buy, right? Remember I said that, right? I said it many, many times. All right, if you want to look at our video, go to YouTube, you can find our video. And you can see, wow, look at it. Look at it, my friends. That's the reason why you must subscribe to our indicators. Look at it. KTR -1 was here, right? So look at the market. Every time the Dow Jones come down to KTR -1, the market buys up. Yesterday was one of the easiest days to trade. Come down, just buy. Come down, just buy. Don't need to care. No need to worry. All right, that was what actually really happened yesterday. So you can see once it hit the KTR -1, the price goes up. Hit and go up. Now, what is scary? Look at it. Now, the first time you tell me it's a fluke, I can buy you. The second time, look at it. The low and the level is exactly the same. Oh my God. Same. Which technical indicator can do this for you guys? Serious. Then after that, if you missed all the first part of it, come on, man. This one you cannot miss already. Why? This is a BMB followed by a color change. Wow, this is so beautiful, right? Straight away itself, CCRY, red to yellow, cross opening price, and a BMB in front of it. Wow. We just have a revision on Tuesday, and I say that, guys, when you see BMB and you see color change, do what you need to do. And of course, what happened? Bang, the Dow just fly up like that. Guys, we really have a powerful system, and you just need to be online watching it, okay? That is all we need to do, all right? So if people make money from the Dow Jones yesterday, please key the word DOW, Dow, in the group chat. Now, whether you're long or you're short, doesn't matter. As long as you make money from the Dow, let me know. Key DOW, all right? Oh, I take my water. Okay, 5, 6 people, 7, I myself. Okay, all right. Okay, if you are driving on the road, please be very careful. Don't, don't get into trouble, okay? All right, thank you guys. Okay, so this is what really happened. And of course, with that, let us look at the market live right now, okay? Live. Okay, first of all, let's go to my conventional chart. Wow, guys, crazy, you see? Look at the MA. Look at the way the Dow hit my MA 30 yesterday and rebounded. Serious, guys. I mean, yesterday someone sent me a message, say this, Kel, you are doing this MAO is solid. We really appreciate that and we make money out of it. But if you do it so freely to so many people, then no one will go for your course. This got me thinking, honestly, this got me thinking. And indeed in itself, right, makes some sense. So that's why there is a small chance that I will still continue this MAO for some time, but maybe in the future, my MAO itself, right, is only for my students. And my students will only get to see this MAO because they are active subscribers. That makes sense, right? Then people will really appreciate and come online and learn. Now, of course, you say, Kel, then you miss out people from the preview. Put it this way, if my students do well, I know my students will tell a lot of their friends and they'll come in, correct? Make sense, right? Correct. Because if my student paid me money and they don't do well, right, then no point. So that made me kicking, yeah, maybe it makes sense. So maybe let's just enjoy this MAO as much as we can. But if later on, if I have to move this business strategic move, then no choice, okay? But still, because you guys are all my strong fans and followers, okay, this is what happened, MA 30. Wow, look at it. Straight away, the Dow went up, okay? So today, the MA 30 is at 30,302. Wow, so far away. Can come down, man? Oh, I don't think so, lah. I don't think so. 30,302. Today, it's at 30,800, 900. So, wow, unless the Dow crash 600 points, a bit tough, though. Okay, so now we have this. Then how? Well, nothing much to change because why? This is uptrend, ma. So basically, nothing have changed. Okay, the thing is still there. The trend is up. So I'm take this away first. Okay, wow, look at it. Very powerful trend, and the market have broke up. So of course, now it's a new high, right? So I need to do some adjustment, but I don't think I can do much. I can put this guy here and connect with this guy here, and wow, okay. Oh, could it be here? Oh, could it be here? Okay, never mind. Just try to make it to fit, at least make it to fit. All right. Wow. That's my point here. You can put anything you want in technical. You put under a fit like Chong Sam also can. End of the day is, does it matter to us? It doesn't matter. If you use this method, you'll be trying to curve fit the market to your expectation. But if you use a system, it's totally different. A system itself is like this, whereby I showed earlier, right? A system tells you exactly what to do, and you just have to buy or sell accordingly. If you do this, what I just done for you by just drawing and drawing, it looks beautiful, but it's all hindsight, pointless. Okay, it doesn't serve any purpose in my opinion. Okay, so anyway, the MA30 is powerful. Use it. All right. The weekly chart itself have changed course. Looks yesterday or the day before was black hawk down. Now it's already back above the upper band. All right, I'm not going to change this. This is ridiculous. Because as I say, now the market is not moving based on any rationale reason. It's just buying and buying and buying. Don't care, don't bother, just buy. As long as the DT don't win, don't care, don't bother. Okay, so that is what is really happening right now. But of course, allow me to just repeat myself like a broken recorder. All right. When someone tell you a share value is 20 cents, you strip all the assets, the maximum is 30 cents. Then they sell you a dream that maybe in 5 years' time, this share will go up to $1. Okay, they tell you this thing. Then you realize that, okay, fine, you buy this dream that this share will give you to $1 value. Then this share really from this now 30 cents go to this 50 cents, then to 60 cents, to 80 cents. It's already way, way above the valuation. All right. Then you notice that the executive are now taking profit, they are clearing, but they still tell you that you go to $1. The question is this: at 80 cents now, would you be buying? Now, if you don't buy, the share go to $1, you will hammer yourself. But you know that now the share is at 80 cents and 30 cents is the net value after stripped to the bone, and then the executive themselves are selling. What will you do? Like, let me ask you this question, guys. What would you do? Would you buy or would you not buy? Okay, only one you may reply me. The rest? Not around. I got how many? 153. Wow, first time. 153 people. Wow, all-time record. Thank you, guys. Thank you. 153. So basically what happened is say that, oh, okay, now the thing come out. Let me stop there. So many of you not going to buy, right? Okay, not going to buy, right? Quite sure, right? Oh, yeah. Correct, huh? Bullshit. Bullshit. You guys are bullshitting me, all right? You will buy. Why? Because you will tell the market, then you say, no, it's time to buy. It's good. Or it's good because why? Everything is perfect. Everything is lovely. And I tell you that, right? Don't worry. The share price is expensive now, but next time $1 can go to $2 and stuff like that. Okay? Right. The thing is this is what exactly is happening now. We all know that the market now is way, way, way overvalued. Definitely 100%. But it's still not going down. So for traders, don't care, don't bother. The system say buy, just buy, stop loss has put in place. Okay, that's how you look. For long-term investors, if you are holding a portfolio now, right, you've been asking me on the side, what should you do? Take some profit off the hip, the top. Take some profit at all-time high, you can't be too far wrong. Then you just leave a stop loss that is going to shift it all the way to make sure that you make some money out of it. That's all you need to do. There's no other thing to do at this moment now. To chase at the high now, trade. Yes, trading is fine. That means you can lose money. But if you're going to buy now and keep for long term, I can tell you upfront in your face now, you're going to be the silliest dude ever. Really, my point. Okay? But Kel, Tesla is going crazy. Every day is going up. People are making money like crazy. I understand. That's my point. This stock itself is up by how many percent? You know that? This stock is not by 100%, not 200%. No, this stock is up by 1,000% in just 2 years. And this company is still not making money yet. Okay, so whatever you do, just be careful. I already said my piece, just be very careful, all right? So for today's Dow Jones, let's take a look, my friends. Today, Dow Jones is here. Hey, today got pivot, Okay. So today's pivot is 31,130 for the upside. The downside is 30,296, so around the level we mentioned earlier for MA30. So FYI, what should we do today? Now, this is something important. Everybody take note, my students. Now, this is the new cage. So this is the RL, this is the SL, right? So the closing of yesterday is above the RL. So that means that logically speaking, normally the Dow will go again to the all-time high again. Now, based on rules, it will normally go up above to the high of the day that it closed above the RL for the first time. So that means that the Dow can go back to 31,000 again. Okay, so you heard me, 31,000 again. But if the Dow Jones trades below the RL, then there will be profit taking. So that's why you see the market perfectly hit the RL, rebounded just now perfectly. Okay. All right. So the KSI is still green in color. So anytime the market go to KTR -1, -2, or -3, again, it could be a buying opportunity. Okay, you heard me. Right, I don't know why people seem to say that I'm bearish. I am bearish in the macro economy, but I'm buying, every pulls up. So I've been telling you guys what the rule says for buy. Even our this 3D group is doing well. So I don't know why people keep on misunderstanding me. Yeah, very headache. Okay, so you got my point now. For the Nasdaq, well, Nasdaq is something that I told you be very, very careful. I told you that if there's any reason to watch out for, it's the Nasdaq. Okay. Now, of course, the Dow trend I already drawn for you. I'm not going to change it. I told you before. And yesterday, the market, the Nasdaq broke the MA30. You can see I'm making it bigger for you now. The Nasdaq broke the MA30. That's why the Nasdaq dropped by 130 points very fast. Choop, came down already. Then after that, it closes already slightly below the MA30. I repeat, the Nasdaq closed slightly below the MA30. So that is the first warning sign, traders, you have to take note. So you see that? It closed slightly below. Okay. Now, of course, we say, Kel, yeah, only a little bit only, ma. What to worry? No, it's a thing to worry. In technical analysis, you cannot say that it's okay. I can tell you this now: the Nasdaq is going up because the Dow is going up, so fine. If the Nasdaq later break below OP, it will be a sell. I repeat, later on, if the Nasdaq break below OP, it will be a sell. You heard me correctly. And if that happened, that it should go lower than yesterday low. It should be going lower than yesterday low. So yesterday low is 12503, okay, 503. So I'm going to quote it here myself. This low is 12,503. I'm very certain to tell you that if the market breaks the OP today, there will be selling and it should go lower than this guy here. So, okay, you heard me loud and clear. Now this is using conventional chart, okay, conventional chart, okay. The weekly chart itself, you can see that I didn't change anything here. It seems resisted. But I told you the BNB, right? The BNB is a very strong resistance and support, right? I told you guys, remember yesterday? All right. So you can see the Nasdaq yesterday purposely come down to 12,532. You went back up again. So that's why it's very critical. This BNB is going to be very critical unless a new one, right? Yes. Yesterday, a new BNB, correct? Yes. Yesterday is a new BNB. So how? That's why I say shift. This guy come down here. This guy bring it down. So now you have a tighter BNB for now. Yes, you have for conventional charting, you have to update your chart. Basically, it calls for it. Okay, not because you want it, but it calls for it. That is how it works. Let me just double check something here itself. Okay, okay, no new trends. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute now, guys. Let me just show you. Let me just be very quick. Okay. Okay, so that is how it works. The Nasdaq today for the market, Nasdaq. Now, what happened? Nasdaq don't have no pivot. Check. Yes, no pivot. Is it confirmed? Yes. Nasdaq today, no pivot. Okay, no pivot. But that's the reason why yesterday the KCB was so perfect. When the KCB was here itself, you can see the Nasdaq basically rebounded off the here beautifully. Okay. So anyway, today there is no pivots. Means what? The OP will be the main driver. And today the OP, interesting, no? The OP today is at the midpoint. The OP today is at the midpoint of the cage. Wow, that means a big movement on the way, man. So if the market stays above OP, Nasdaq might be going back again to this point here. Okay, but if Nasdaq goes below OP, I should say before, it should break the low yesterday. So watch out for Nasdaq. Okay. Now the KSI is red in color, so it doesn't really give you the good sign. So look out for KTR +1, +2, or +3 to look out for CCYR trades. If you are comfortable to short the market when you go to those levels, watch out for that. Okay. Now, in case someone asks me, Kel, what is all this KTR about? If you're not my student, you will know this. But if you're my student, you will know that my system basically will create all the technical level for you, and you'll know what to do. So this one here shows the KTR -1 here and the KCB right here. So, okay, very cool, right? So you see what happened yesterday. I show you back into history. So yesterday the Yesterday the Nasdaq break below the KCB, but when it reached there, it stopped here for a while. Then it bridges there, went down. But when it recovers, right, once it crosses over, and you see there's a KCB right here, followed by a color change with a big BNB. That's why the Nasdaq went up. When you pull back again, you see it hit this point again, stop there and rebound. So that's why this KCB is very important for all traders. That's why this will be integrated in your version 3.6 version. Okay, it will be released on coming Monday. So remember, this is a very important exercise to do. Yeah. Okay, so that is the NASDAQ. The S&P 500, beautiful. Look at it. The MA30 hits perfectly there, and immediately the S&P 500 rebounded. Okay, so beautiful. You see that? My God. All right. So of course, someone asked me, Kel, this one, is it like a double top here itself? Well, it is possible. It is possible. But that means that the market had to come down. But at the moment now, with the buoyancy of the market, how to come down? I can't see how to come down, right? So they asked me this, Kel, do you need to change your S&P target board? Because now we can see that it basically went above. So, okay, fine. Live now, I click this point. I connect with what? I connect with this top here, this one. Okay, I have this, that's the maximum I will do. Okay, that's all. Okay, so I have 2 lines, but see, it looks good lah. After that, you connect it, it's like, wow, you see, Kel, you can predict all the highs. Okay lah, whatever. To me, is all this thing is just looks good. It doesn't really help you as a trader, okay, unless you profit from there itself. So anyway, I'm gonna change my chart. So this thing, I'm gonna move it away to make it cleaner. I don't like my chart being, full of lines and doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so I'm gonna make it down, tidy up a bit. So this is the BNB, right? So BNB, I put my high. Oh, okay. Can you see that? I put my low. Okay. So now I can tell you that, okay, there's a reason why yesterday the S&P got resisted here. That is the maximum. Can tell me about that. Okay. All right. So that is the S&P 500. Right. The megaphone chart cannot change one. This is really the megaphone chart. So I can't change anything. But we are definitely way above the particular pattern level. But there's something that I want to express this, my concern is this one here. Look at the RSI. Now, of course, you may know this before. When price goes up and RSI goes down, what do we call it in TA? It's called divergence. Now, divergence actually, is debatable. Some people say divergence means if the market goes again high, right? Wow, the market will go through the roof. Okay, it is possible mathematically. On the flip side itself, some technical guys say that if there's a divergence, it means that the market, although it's going up, but the strength is reducing. That means that the buying buoyancy is all right. People are still buying. They don't mind buying a higher price, but the strength isn't there. You got a difference there? That means an example. I'll give you an example. When everybody see a condominium, a project is up itself, right? Then everybody come in and buy. All right. So majority of us buy at a price of, let's say, $1.5 to $2 million for the condominium. Then towards the last part itself, right? People still want to buy, right? Because those who are late, they come in, right? Jump in the bandwagon. But the problem is they are buying at 2.5, 2.6, 3.2, 3.5. So the price is higher, but the number of people involved is much lesser. Can you understand that? Because the strength isn't there. So in terms of chart point, the price is higher. In terms of the market strength, it's not there because there's only a few people going crazy and buy regardless. So when that happens itself, right, traders say this. If basically there is a divergence in the market called this, then definitely, right, if the market suddenly found a reason to sell, then usually the market will come down very fast. Yeah, it makes sense. You think about this. If only a few individuals buy at 2.5 million, 3.2 million, a few individuals, right? So when the market, due to some reason, it come down very fast, there will be no support because no one want to buy at 2.5, 3.2 million. So that's why the price will come down very fast until you hit back the base level where majority of people are around, and that is where you find some base. Got my point? If you understand what I'm trying to say, it's our key number 2, please. Okay, thank you guys. Now, I always try to make things easier for you to understand, all right? Very different. I know some trainers will just tell you, okay, divergence, market will come down, market will go up. They don't really explain to you in layman terms what does it really works, okay? So I'm glad that you guys got my point. Now, you think that I say it wrongly, you can correct me. I'm fine with that, no problem, okay? So what happened to gold? Ooh, gold. My God, look at gold. Gold was moving up. And when gold hit 1954, right, not the futures, the CFD, we book profit. So many people were happy with that, okay? Then after that, it's all right, gold started to come down. And after that, I got a very talented student. I think his name is Richard. He says that gold itself, when you break certain level, you go down to 1932. And it really happened. My God, bam, the gold came down, right? Okay, so this is what happened to gold. But the problem is, I thought that the gold was supposed to be up because when there's a problem in USDC, right? So there's a DC problem ongoing. How come gold come down, right? Oh, question mark, right? So the point is this. because they're saying that now that the economy is doing well, the stock market is all-time high, so people buy stock, throw gold. Okay, but the dollar is weak, right? So the dollar is weak, then why is that a problem there? Oh, they don't care, don't bother. So a friend of mine, one I call Jimmy, right, another student, said that because if the Democrat is to win, it'll be a blue wave, then they will increase stimulus package, hence therefore the dollar will weaken, right? So if the dollar weaken, then the gold should go up, but hey, how come the gold come down? So you see, somewhere just doesn't make any sense at all. So that's why I say screw those news, okay? Really no point one, okay? They want to sell, they will sell. Let me tell you why. Take a look at this one first. Okay, this one, CNBC yesterday interviewed 2 traders, okay? And the trader say that, wow, must buy gold. Okay, don't say I quote him. Let me bring it to you live, okay? Where we go? Okay. Okay, I think this is good enough around here, okay? Okay, so you heard that right. So it's telling you it's a time to buy and stuff like that, you know, all this very powerful stuff. Okay, you heard that? Okay, so apparently this is what happened, right? But if you look at what happened to the real market, okay, the news was good, everything was a buy, all is good, the market came down. The market came down, okay? Okay, all right, can you see that? Yeah, so you can see what's happening right now itself. The gold actually came down. We'll look at it happen. So gold was actually moving up very nicely. We have this movement. Okay, very nice. We have we have the KCX over there. Sorry, let me just draw this again. The KCX was there, and after that itself, we can see that there's a CCRY followed by a BMB at the same time. Gold went up. Okay, so it hit our target. Happy. Then after that, things had to change because the market basically hit the KTR, do a CCYR, and when it break OP, wow, it came down so nice. So we have 3 levels to watch: 1942, 1934, 1926, right? So these are the technical level that we have, and bang, bang, bang. So kudos to Richard who actually spotted this is very fantastic, all right? Then the thing is this, we all know that pivot 2 means what? When the market is below OP and below pivot 2, that means the market will sell regardless. So you can see that when the market broke below P2, the market just slammed down. So all the way from 1924, it went down to 1901 level, okay? $20 just like that because it just broke below pivot 2 and OP. That is all you need, all right? Then only at the bottom itself, right? Then you can see that the KCX is still there. And then this is where you look for buy. Can you see that? Okay, so everything is really do that. Now, Phil, I repeat, okay, just to clarify this. Now, of course, can we short here without carrying the color change? Now, this type of trade, when the market break P2 below OP is a sell. All right, you need to have a color change, but the color change all the way on the top. So if you want to really sell, the right way is that you still can sell, but your stop loss is all the way on top. So it'll be very, very far away. It doesn't make any sense. So normally, if you want to sell here, we call it as a discretional sell. It's still part of the rule because it's a CCYR. It broke below OP and pivot 2. There's nothing wrong, but it's just that the stop loss should be very far away. So if you do that here, usually, right, usually, you heard me earlier, usually there will be a rebound around there. Because why? If the market hit P2 and recover, right, it become a buy, correct? So that's why normally traders, we don't really want you to trade something like this called discretional trade. This is a discretional trade based on trade call. You can sell, but dangerous. But what I'm trying to express here is when the market broke below P2 1924, right? I see in forums, gold forums, people calling for buying gold. Buy, 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 buy. You see, if they buy, it's bye-bye already. So don't do that. When the market is below P2 and below OP, don't look to buy. If you really want to buy, at least have a reason to buy. Something like this, okay? When KCX is there, and then there's a CCRY side. At least have something to fall back on. Got it? Fail? Okay, huh? So the question is that now, what can we do for gold, right? Okay, bring us gold right now. Okay, Dow is going up, FYI, Dow is going up again. See, Dow is going up, 130,900 level. Okay, gold, sorry. Here we go. Okay, today gold, a bit of problem, Today gold opening price is below 1930, and that is meaning it's below P2. I repeat, gold today is below P2, and P2 is 1930. So with that, what does it mean? That means that if gold cannot stay above OP, gold will come down. I repeat, if gold cannot go above OP, gold will come down. Come down to where? It will come down to here, this KCB here. That will be 1903. I repeat, 1903. 1903. You got it? So I say it's upfront here. Today for gold, if gold stays below OP, gold can come back down to 1903 again. Okay? Heard me? All right. Now, of course, if gold can go up, what will happen to gold then? Then gold will go towards at least P2 lah. P2 is 1930, right? So today's opening price is 1918. Now it's 1919, so just only about $1 away. So if gold go up, 1930. If gold come down, 1903. Got it? Okay. All right. Clear? Now the KSI for gold is green in color, lah. So that means at least to buy is still okay. So if gold come down to KTR -1, -2, -3, look out for potential buying signal. Okay, potential. All right. Okay, so that is the gold chart sharing. Now I'll show you the conventional one, of course. Wait, this one first. Okay, so conventional chart tells us very clearly about how does gold looks like right now. Okay, is that a new? Okay, here we go. Okay, take this away. Okay, so gold, strangely, as I told you guys, there's a form of resistance around here itself. And apparently it really got resisted at 1958 level. Now, because it created a new BMB, so I need to create the BMB into the chart now. This is a BMB 1. This is the support. So I have new BMB right here. Okay. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting. The MA30 has crossed over the MA200. So actually, this is a bullish sign. I repeat, yeah, you heard me correctly. Actually, this is a bullish sign. So today we have a big issue here. Today, the MA30 inform us is bullish, but our chart on the trade with the boys chart is technically bearish. So what's going to happen is going to not confuse you. Basically, as long as gold stays above OP, based on our rules, gold can go up to 1930. So it's the same in line. But if gold pulls back below OP, right, then theoretically speaking, gold can come down to 1903. That was based on our system. But because the MA is now it's above it, right? So that means when the gold come down at 1903, it looks like a pretty good buy over there. Can you get it? So there's a bit of difference here. It's not that they are different and you have to choose one. You can use it to advantage according to what the market go. Whichever side the market go, you just trade accordingly. Got it? All right. So now gold itself, right, seemingly is forming like a W-shaped movement here itself, a W. So what's next? Of course, a lot of people are doing this now. Many people are saying this. This is a very nice W. Hence, therefore, like like a cup and saucer. So they say that if this goes up, right, it can go all the way up here itself. That we formulate it, or they can actually create this and go for all-time high. Now, I repeat this with the what Biden is going to win, because I just saw the news saying that, right, the counting has resumed, and to confirm Biden's win. All right, so seems to be they really want him to win. All right, so if there will be a more stimulus package, definitely it will be positive for the gold for the long run. But I have said before also that if gold prices goes up, right, and stock market goes at the same time, then stock market cannot come down. If stock market come down, then there will be some profit taking on gold. So I can see that Dow is moving up very fast now. Dow is moving up. Okay, Nasdaq is moving up too. Dow is also moving up. You can see that it's happening again. Okay, very nice. You can see that the KSI jump right here. The boys are really buying. They really want him to win. That's all I can tell you, that they just want him to win. No choice. Okay. All right. So you can see right now, this is our Bitcoin. Bitcoin has also hit all-time high level. Bitcoin has also hit all-time high level. My forecast that Bitcoin hit 36,561 has already breached. All right. So I will say this, guys, if you have Bitcoin, take some profit. Again, stress. There's no wrong to take profit at a high. Nothing wrong to take a high, actually all-time high. So look at it yesterday on the Bitcoin. Every time when there's a KCX happening at the bottom of the screen, you can see that it's always a buy. Of course, you won't make every time. Sometimes you lose some money, but overall, you will make money, okay? Overall. That's why I say that this Bitcoin will be available for all my students on coming Monday. All right, coming Monday, you will be able to watch this live right in front for free for 1 month, okay? So it's a great stuff for all of you. So if you want to like, to come into your life, you need to stand where it is shining. All right, I believe that although the light now is shining on Biden, I really wish him all the best for this. Our Donald Trump here is all right. I really hope him well. Just enjoy his next 13 days in the White House and everything goes well. I really hope that he doesn't get into some serious trouble for himself. Okay, guys? All right, all the best for today. I wish you luck and may you make more money. This is Kel signing off. Bye-bye.